you. Keep it going, it takes me a minute. Going up. There we go, all right, I'm set. Like you said, my name is Wes Johnson. I'm not a stand-up comic. I'm not a stand-up guy. I'm not an upstanding citizen. I don't even stand up for things I believe in. If at any point this night I do stand up, tip your bartenders, you've had way too much to drink. Being in a wheelchair makes things a little more difficult for me. Like obviously there's never a ramp to get on stage. I'm literally one of the only comedians who needs a big hand. They're like, let's give a big hand to Wes Johnson. Woo! No, we need two guys with strong backs to lift him up there. And that puts a lot of pressure on me to be funny, because if I'm not, and everybody leaves, I'll be stuck up there. like you walk a crowd, you're in a wheelchair, you're stuck. Yeah, it's good. Some people have a hard time laughing at a guy in a wheelchair. Not you monsters. Took to it. It makes my job easy. I like it. I'll tell you my story though. 2011, I was in an off-road accident. It was a regular road. I just went off it. I flipped the Jeep over 4 times, so technically it was an off-road, on-road, off-road, on-road, off-road, on-road, off-road, on-road again accident. But who's counting, right? The police counted. Yeah, the police counted, and then they had the nerve to write me a ticket for reckless driving, which I thought was garbage because when the police got there, I wasn't driving. Can't prove that. I'd been thrown clear of the vehicle. I wasn't even on the same street anymore. Like, leaving the scene of an accident, yeah, that's on me. Turns out they can't write you a ticket for leaving the scene if you flew away. It wasn't my fault. No, I was like, I gotta go. I'll just hide over here. Yeah. Well, the accident left me paralyzed with a broken neck and no feeling from about here down, which turns out is good for comedy. If you don't laugh at my jokes, you can only hurt my feelings from here up. Like a 75% chance if you don't laugh, I won't care. In the chair, don't care, that's my motto. Absolutely. They life-flighted me from where I was at to the Shands in Gainesville. I know we've got some doctors here. The Shands in Gainesville is the one you want to be at. I'm just saying. Just saying. Got real quiet over in this area. I'm trying to the Shands in Gainesville is where they sent me to, which was weird because it was like 100 miles away from where I wrecked at, which I thought was odd because, I mean, we could have gone to Baptist Downtown, we could have gone to Baptist South, we could have gone to Ed Frazier and McClinney. Like, no. You know you're messed up when they're flying you to a Shands in another city. It was a long flight. Like, I woke up halfway through and they were serving peanuts. Like Shrek was on and I was disappointed I missed the first half. Yeah. I'll never know how this ends. But they took care of me down there. I spent a month down there, and so I had to do things to like occupy my time to keep myself busy. And my sense of humor came back before any of my other senses. So to kill time, I'll share a few things. If you're ever in the hospital and you stay overnight, wake up first thing in the morning, like right before they're going to come in and wake you up. And when they come in, just go like this. Don't move. And in about 2 minutes, bells and whistles are going to go off, lights are going to start to flash, and you're going to get to meet the whole staff. Great way to make a first impression. This one works late at night. This is a game I like to play called Call Button Jeopardy. And when you're bored, just hit your call button as many times as you can. And when the nurse finally answers, you go, "Who is George Washington?" "I'll take presidential candidates for 1,000, please." And you see how many points you can rack up before they turn your call button off. It's usually about 1,000. Because if you just keep going, "Who is George Washington?" They take you to a different floor. You get to meet a different doctor. We thought he had a neck injury. It turns out he hit his head. hospital, which means they have like groups of nursing students who come around. And I thought that would be fun. And they said, Mr. Johnson, we'd like to teach this group of nurses how to use a catheter. Which doesn't sound like fun, but I was high as a kite on morphine, so I'm like, yeah, party in my room. Woo! So they brought in the group, and the first nurse, she's got everything, she's got her gloves on, she's got everything laid out, real neat. And as soon as she touched me with that catheter, I just went, ah! And she went one way, the catheter went the other way, the gloves came off. Like, I thought it was funny, the doctor thought it was funny, you know. We may have both been on morphine, who knows? I have to tell you, disclaimer on that one, if you're going to try it, make sure you don't have feeling from here down. Because she did try again, and she was a little shaky the second time. After my stint at the hospital, in the ICU, then they take you to a rehab hospital, which is where the fun starts, really. Not really. A rehab hospital is like jail for people in wheelchairs. You know, they don't have bars and locks and doors. They just have curbs that don't have ramps. Like, I'm getting out of here. Like, good luck. They use prison terms. Like if you're good, they'll take you to rec therapy in the courtyard. Like, I watched Locked Up. I know there's prison terms. Like, there's gangs there. Like, there's never any violence because we're all Crips, but the initiation is back-breaking and a pain in the neck, but it comes with parking right up front, so we're in. Yeah, I'm doing good now. Getting better. I just started driving again. Yeah. Don't clap too hard, I'm not that good. No, I'm alright. But as a courtesy to y'all, I'm going to stick around after the show for about 15 minutes and let y'all get a head start. No need to leave right away. I heard some keys jingling in the back. I'm alright. I didn't take a test. Like they had to bring in a special handicap driving instructor from Georgia. Because apparently that's the closest you can find somebody dumb enough to sign up for that job. I was nervous and he was nervous because I knew and he knew that the last time I drove, it didn't go so well. But we stuck through it, we got my license back. I wanted to get another Jeep. Because I love my Jeep so much. Anybody here drive a Jeep? Good, they're a death trap, turns out. Public service announcement, they're a death trap. That roll cage isn't connected to anything. So, I wanted another Jeep, and I found myself defending the Jeep like we were just in a bad relationship. Like we all know that girl, it wasn't his fault, you know, like I just grinded gears and literally loses control. You know, I'm going right back to it as soon as I find one with a ramp on it. Turns out, I didn't get a Jeep. What I got was a sweet minivan. Yeah, that's the response you get when you say you drive a sweet minivan. 2 thumbs up over here. All right, from the girl who fell off the stool. Baby, you keep drinking like that, you're going to need a van with a ramp on it, I'll tell you that. It is sweet. It's got hydraulics on it. They lower it down so the ramp can come out. But it's sweet. It's hydraulic. I mean, I flip the switch, I'll put it on the ground, you know. It doesn't have a front seat, so I just slide in under the wheel. I'll lean this chair back real low, get my gauge to lean on. It's got levers on the side. When I push them forward, it hits the gas, and when I pull them down, so forward is the brake, down is the gas. You gotta get a feel for it a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna give you a head start, you know, just so you know. It's so sweet somebody stole it. Yeah. Back up a tick. It doesn't have a front seat. So they stole it standing up. Like, that's the ultimate insult to a guy in a wheelchair. You're gonna steal a handicap van and then use your good legs to do it? There's a special place for people like that. It's called Arlington. You got me. And I didn't kind of handicapped crime they needed to commit? I'm like, I don't know. I never thought about it like that. First rule of handicapped crime, though, is you don't use your own van. We all know that. No, it turns out it was two regular guys. That's what I call you with the good regular people. And they used the van to rob an appliance store. Which I don't know if they wanted to rob an appliance store or like we should steal a van with a ramp on it. Or if they just stole the van and noticed it had a ramp on it, like, you know, we can fit a washer and dryer back here. But it was working. Because when the police caught them, they caught them outside an appliance store with a washer and dryer in the back, and under the passenger seat was a bag with $1,000 in it. Which I told the police, thank God I didn't find my money. That's why I gotta keep it. You can't trust people these days. It's Arlington, you know? So I can't even be mad that they stole my van, because they didn't steal it. They rented it for $1,000, and I'm good with that. That's the business I'm going to start. Handicap van rentals. We don't ask no questions. Just bring it back on Monday with a full tank of gas and $1,000 on the passenger seat. And you do you know? Yeah. You got to be creative these days. You know, I'm thinking about other businesses. My friends got me thinking the other day. They offered to take me to Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, and they offered to pay for everything. They're like, "Come on, Wes, you know, we'll pay." Like, that sounds great. But when you're in a wheelchair and things sound too good, you gotta wonder, like, is this a Make-A-Wish? Like, I know it's flu season, we all been sick, but if you know something, say something. You gotta let me know. Turns out they just wanted to skip the lines. Right. Would y'all be surprised to find out that disabled people no longer get to skip the lines?
No.
Yeah, my friend was surprised too. Like, I'm not $150 surprised. You know, like we should have researched this kind of surprised. Yeah, turns out people were hiring people as travel guides to take them to amusement parks, and they shut it down. Like, it's a tough life for a wheelchair pimp. But I got to thinking, like, how do you even get that job? Does somebody just see you in a bar somewhere and they're like, "Hey man, you want to go to Disney World?" Yes, please. Is there a disabled pimp service you can call? Gimpin' Pimpin'. They break the spine, you skip the line. You know, we got the deal, pay by the wheel. Yeah, they shut it down. You know, like I said, it's a tough life for a wheelchair pimp. But I got to thinking, like, there are other things that this is useful for. Like, I get to skip the line at the airport. I get to board the plane first. I go through customs first. I'm great on a cruise. You know, I got to thinking, like, there's deals on wheels, which is why I have started the Gimpin' Pimpin' Travel Agency. And I'm raising money, I'm selling these koozies for $5. If you buy one, I'll give you 10% off the first time you take me somewhere. Yeah, man. You like thrill rides, hell, I'll drive. We had a great time at Universal Studios, and they talked me into going on a roller coaster for the first time since my accident. And I was immediately concerned because there's one where your legs dangle. And like, my legs are extra dangling. But like, I know I'm not using them, but I'm not trying to snap the bitches off either. Like, they're aesthetically pleasing. So it started going back. It's like click, 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 and I'm like, oh, this is a bad idea. Like, I can tell already. But you can't get off a roller coaster once it starts. Like, the more you scream and wave your arm, the better time they think you're having. Like, this guy must be having a blast. Woo! So we got to the top and it went click, click over the edge, and I went this way and my legs went this way and I could see them. And we went that way and my legs went that way and I could see them. And then we did a loop and I kicked myself right in the face. We got done and my friends were like, do you want to go on the death drop? Like, oh, that's the one where they take you 40 stories in the air and then drop you butt first while you wait at the bottom for your shoes to get back? Like, nah, I'm good. I'm a Disney man now. I'm a Disney man. I'll be on the teacups doing this till I'm dizzy. That's a roller coaster. I'm not gonna go again. I do get dizzy. For the last show. Yeah, we had a great time. We just went to Atlanta too for a disability march, which poorly worded. I have to say for the disability community, poorly worded. 300 people in wheelchairs is not a march. It's a parade. Like it was quick too. They started us on a hill. Like hell no, we won't go. Can't hold a sign and you're breaking at the same time.